The second book of Chronicles, chapter 17. And Jehoshaphat his son reigned in his stead, and prevailed against Israel. And he put garrisons in all the strong cities of Judah, and set bands in the land of Judah, and in the cities of Ephraim, which Asa his father had taken. And the Lord was with Jehoshaphat, because he walked in the ways of his father David, and besought not Baalim, but sought the Lord God of his father, and walked in his commandment, and not after the trade of Israel. Therefore the Lord established the kingdom in his hand, and all Judah brought presents to Jehoshaphat, so that he had of riches and honor in abundance. And he lifted up his heart unto the ways of the Lord. He took away moreover the high places and the groves out of Judah. And in the 3rd year of his reign he sent his princes Ben-Hail, and Obadiah, and Zechariah, and Nathaniel, and Micaiah, that they should teach in the cities of Judah. And with them Levites, Shemaiah, and Nethaniah, and Zebadiah, and Asahel, and Shemiroth, and Jehonathan, and Adonijah, and Tobijah, and Tobadonijah, Levites, and with them Elishama and Jehoram, priests. And they taught in Judah, and had the book of the law of the Lord with them, and went about throughout all the cities of Judah, and taught the people. And the fear of the Lord fell upon all the kingdoms of the lands that were round about Judah, and they fought not against Jehoshaphat. Also some of the Philistines brought Jehoshaphat gifts and tributes of silver, and the Arabians brought him flocks, 7,700 rams, and 7,700 goats. So Jehoshaphat prospered and grew up on high, and he built in Judah palaces and cities of store. And he had great works in the cities of Judah, and men of war, and valiant men in Jerusalem. And these are the numbers of them after the house of their fathers. In Judah were captains of thousands. Adnah the captain, and with him of valiant men 300,000. And at his hand Jehohanan the captain, and with him 280,000. And at his hand Amasiah the son of Zichri, which willingly offered himself unto the Lord, and with him 200,000 valiant men. And of Benjamin Eliada a valiant man, and with him armed men with bow and shield 200,000. And at his hand Jehozabad, and with him 180,000 armed to the war. These waited on the king, besides those which the king put in the strong cities throughout all Judah. 2 Chronicles chapter 18. And Jehoshaphat had riches and honor in abundance, but he was joined in affinity with Ahab. And after certain years he went down to Ahab to Samaria, and Ahab slew sheep and oxen for him in great number, and for the people that he had with him, and enticed him to go up unto Ramoth Gilead. And Ahab king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat king of Judah, Wilt thou go with me to Ramoth Gilead? And he answered him, I am as thou art, and my people as thy people, and we will join with thee in the war. And Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Israel, Ask counsel, I pray thee, at the word of the Lord this day. Therefore the king of Israel gathered of the prophets 400 men, and said unto them, Shall we go to Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I cease? And they said, Go up, for God shall deliver it into the king's hand. But Jehoshaphat said, Is there here never a prophet more of the Lord, that we might inquire of him? And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, There is yet one man by whom we may ask counsel of the Lord, but I hate him, for he doth prophesy no good unto me, but always evil. It is Micaiah the son of Imlah. Then Jehoshaphat said, Let not the king say so. And the king of Israel called an eunuch, and said, Call quickly Micaiah the son of Imlah. And the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat king of Judah sat either of them on his throne, clothed in their apparel. They sat even in the threshing floor at the entering in of the gate of Samaria, and all the prophets prophesied before them. And Zedekiah the son of Chenaanah made him horns of iron, and said, Thus saith the Lord, With these shalt thou push the Amorites until thou hast consumed them. And all the prophets prophesied so, saying, Go up in Ramoth Gilead, and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And the messenger that went to call Micaiah spake to him, saying, Behold, the words of the prophet declare good to the king with one accord. Let thy word, therefore, I pray thee, be like one of theirs, and speak thou good. And Micaiah said, As the Lord liveth, whatsoever my God saith, that I will speak. So he came to the king, and the king said unto him, Micaiah, shall we go to Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I leave off? And he said, Go ye up, and prosper, and they shall be delivered into your hand. And the king said unto him, How oft shall I charge thee, that thou tell me nothing but the truth in the name of the Lord? Then he said, I saw all Israel scattered in the mountains, as sheep that have no shepherd. And the Lord said, These have no master. Let them return every man to his house in peace. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would not prophesy good unto me, but evil? Again he said, Therefore hear ye the word of the Lord. He saw the Lord sit upon his throne, and all the host of heaven standing at his right hand and at his left. And the Lord said, Who shall persuade Ahab king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one spake and said thus, and another said that. Then there came forth a spirit, and stood before the Lord, and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, Wherein? And he said, I will go out and be a false spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, Thou shalt persuade, and shalt also prevail. Go forth, and do so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a false spirit in the mouth of these prophets, and the Lord hath determined evil against thee. Then Zedekiah the son of Chenaanah came near, and smote Micaiah upon the cheek, and said, By what way went the Spirit of the Lord from me to speak with thee? And Micaiah said, Behold, thou shalt see that day when thou shalt go from chamber to chamber to hide thee. And the king of Israel said, Take ye Micaiah, and carry him to Ammon, the governor of the city, and to Joash the king's son, and say, Thus saith the king, Put this man in the prison house, and feed him with the bread of affliction, and with water of affliction, until I return in peace. And Micaiah said, If thou return in peace, the Lord hath not spoken by me. And he said, Hear, all ye people. So the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat the king of Judah went up to Ramoth Gilead. The king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, I will change myself and enter into the battle, but put thou on thine apparel. So the king of Israel changed himself, and they went into the battle. And the king of Aram had commanded the captains of the chariots that were with him, saying, Fight you not with small or great, but against the king of Israel only. When the captains of the chariots saw Jehoshaphat, they said, It is the king of Israel. And they compassed him about to fight him. But Jehoshaphat cried, and the Lord helped him, and moved them to depart from him. And when the captains of the chariots saw that he was not the king of Israel, they turned back from him. Then a certain man drew a bow mightily, and smote the king of Israel between the joints of his brigadine. Therefore he said to his chariot men, Turn aside, turn thine hand, and carry me out of the host, for I am hurt. And the king of Israel stood still in his chariot against the Aramites until even, and died at that time of the sun going down. II Chronicles chapter 19. And Jehoshaphat the king of Judah returned safe to his house in Jerusalem. Jehu, son of Hanani, seer, went out to meet him, and said to the king Jehoshaphat, Wouldest thou help the wicked, and love them that hate the Lord? Therefore for this thing the wrath of the Lord is upon thee. Nevertheless good things are found in thee, because thou hast taken away the groves out of the land, and hast prepared thine heart to seek God. So Jehoshaphat dwelt at Jerusalem, and returned and went through the people from Beersheba to Mount Ephraim, and brought them again unto the Lord God of their fathers. And he set judges in the land throughout all the strong cities of Judah, city by city, and said to the judges, Take heed what ye do, for ye execute not the judgments of man, but of the Lord, and he will be with you in the cause and judgment. Wherefore now let the fear of the Lord be upon you. Take heed and do it, for there is no iniquity with the Lord our God, neither respect of persons, nor receiving of reward. Moreover, in Jerusalem did Jehoshaphat set of the Levites, and of the priests, and of the chief of the families of Israel, for the judgment and cause of the Lord, and they returned to Jerusalem. And he charged them, saying, Thus shall ye do in the fear of the Lord, faithfully and with a perfect heart, and in every cause that shall come to you of your brethren that dwell in your cities, between blood and blood, between law and precept, statutes and judgments, ye shall judge them with and admonish them that they trespass not against the Lord, that wrath come not upon you and upon your brethren. This shall ye do, and trespass not. And behold, Amariah the priest shall be the chief over you in all matters of the Lord, and Zebadiah the son of Ishmael, a ruler of the house of Judah, shall be for all the king's affairs. And the Levites shall be officers before you. Be of good courage, and do it, and the Lord shall be with the good.